Hi everybody, this is the February favourite things pouch that I've started. So I have crocheted up a bag and got a bit of a flap. Now it's got a little hole, so I've used 3 different types of ripped up torn sheets to create what I particularly like as a colourway. I like that they're not over the top and they're just a bit muted, but what I love is this little apple green that pops out everywhere, and I love that. And now I've been thinking, so I have made a lot of it off camera because I was just making this and I wasn't sure this was going to be the February pouch, but it kind of grew on me and I wasn't able to think of something else I was doing this month. So what I wanted to do, and I'll show you what I've done, is I wanted to line it, because so far a lot of these things are used, you know, like as round baskets, and I put in my things, but I didn't have one that actually seals, and I thought I would like to have one that seals. So what I've done is got a bit of my favourite pink linen off an old sheet set, and I've got a piece of beautiful tablecloth that I didn't want to keep or preserve, and I've done it on the round, and I don't know if you can see. What I've done is stitched 2 lines, so there's a trough along here, and then I have put my trim on, so that goes all the way around, and I'm going to put in a drawstring so it'll draw in, but I don't want it to just draw in and be loose. So I've pinned it at this point to the base, and I'm just still trying to work out if I'm kind of getting that right because of the shape of the bag and doing it as a circular thing. There are extra bits, but I know that when it's drawstring in, it won't, you know, it'll sort of pull in like this. But when it's all done with the drawstring like that, I still wanted it stitched somewhere along here. So I've got to know, this is where I'm at, I've got to know that where I stitch it along the inside is low enough that there's enough to gather on the drawstring without compromising being able to shut that, but enough to, when it's open, give me a prop, you know, a base that's solid. So this was a circle on the center of a tablecloth, and I just thought that when the drawstrings open, it would look really nice to see those little pieces. And so that's where I've gotten up to, and I'm going to go off and get what I want to use for the drawstring, and I'm going to stitch this down, and then we'll start to look at, I mean, there already are a few of my favorite things, like there's already the embroidery, this pink, especially the apple green in that, and because I've put this little part here, when this is all in and drawstringed and everything inside is safe, my plan is to use one of my giant buttons that I've got, because I love those giant buttons. If it doesn't work for a giant button, I'll have to come up with another idea. But that's where I'm up to for now, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I've put a drawstring in, and I took out the pins. So it's a big circle with a drawstring, basically. And I was just showing the lady across the street, and so it was kind of good to have a little chat about it, and realise that perhaps, maybe it's not working, I'm not sure. It looks like a shower cap, doesn't it? That's cute. But when it's what I wanted to do was have it so that if I was going to use it as a regular bag, I could pull in the drawstring so that it wouldn't be gaping open, so it wasn't an unsafe bag. So as it is, I think I could still probably stitch it down. So I'm going to repin it now that I've done the drawstring. It's a little bit difficult to get the pins in because you've got to catch a little bit of that backing. I hope everyone's well. I feel like I'm getting a bit out of the loop with these videos, really right behind on everything. And I did not realise it was almost the end of February already. So I'm also thinking I might, originally I'd thought I was going to do a running stitch all the way around it, but I think I'm just going to find key points and just do a stitch to hold those key points down. So maybe one at each half and quarter and then halving those again. Because it's a little bit too big to, like there's folds, so I can't really go all the way around when there's folds. Does that make sense? I don't know why I make these things up on the spot, but it's part of the creative process for me, really. Anyway, it was a lovely visit. The lady over the road is going in to have some surgery. She's having an ankle replaced, and I'm going to feed her cats while she's away. But she, I think I mentioned in another video, whether you saw it or not, she is a botanical illustrator. So we had a lovely chat, and I'm going to show you what she gave me. She just had her chair reupholstered. All right, so that's how... Oh, I've pinned my things down. Never mind. That's how it's... Let's see if I can just get these bits. So if it's drawstrung in and it's pinned here, 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 and here, then and stitched, then it's, yeah, that's working. Actually, I thought it wasn't going to work for a minute, but now I've pinned it. It makes more sense. I can pull it like that when it's stitched in. I can open it up and I can use it as a bag. I like that. That's where I'm up to. What I want to do is get this video uploaded and make another part 2 to this. I don't know what happened to February. I really have no idea what's going on with time frames, but I really wanted to get it to this point and then make part 2. So finally, it's been sitting there in my little half-edited video pile for a while. I hope you like that. I will be back with part 2 really quickly, but first let me show you this material that she just gifted me. She'd had it for a while. She bought it off Etsy or eBay. And look, isn't this absolutely gorgeous? And she's got a little rocking chair with a matching footstool, and she's had it all upholstered in this. And it's just absolutely stunning. And then she said, well, I want to make a cushion out of the leftovers, but there's more leftovers than I need. And so she's given me this. Oh. And I said to her, that's a bag and a purse right there. But it's so beautiful. It has to be a bag, doesn't it? Look at that. So maybe I'm going to be making some form of bag from that. Here's the other side. There's just so many yummy good things. I really love the poppies. And we must have similar tastes because we loved the same things about this material. The poppies. We loved orchids. And this grassy thing. And this white pop, oh, it's just divine. So she's given me that, which is very, very generous of her. Of course, she can't wait to see what I make from it. Oh, it's so good. And then she's given me this extra scrap, which could be a handle or a over the shoulder part. And this has got this beautiful orange. Oh, I just feel, I'm very honoured that she trusted me to give me this. Isn't that great? She's just right across the road. Creating community in our local community is such a wonderful thing. Although I do like going up to Green Door Studio. So anyway, here it is, and I will be back fairly quickly with part 2 because it's already nearly the end of February. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.